Good morning students. Today I am going to discuss about the concept of Transmission Control Protocol or TCP. What is the basic concept of the Transmission Control Protocol? It's a networking protocol through which we can send data from a sender side to the receiver using some connection. It's a connection oriented protocol. Okay. So in case of transmission control protocol, first the sender will break the whole information among small packets of data. Suppose there is a whole data like 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, so now the sender will break the whole data among small pieces of data packet window. Like first this part will be sent, then this part, and then this part. Like this is a 0. So this is a packet of data, this is a packet of data, and this is a packet of data. So the sender will send the data to the receiver packet by packet. Not a whole information. The whole information will never be transmitted at at the same time. Okay, the packet of data will be transmitted one by one. So how it is processed? What is the procedure of this? First, the concept that TCP follow to send data, that is called the handshaking rules. This is handshaking rule. So, what we actually do in the handshaking concept? A person try to communicate with another person via handshaking, right? So first, the sender will send a request to receiver about the TCP connection. Okay, so basically the receiver requests some data from the sender, and when the sender will grant the request, then the communication procedure will continue. So first the receiver will ask a connection from sender. So the receiver will send a request message to sender that the receiver wants to communicate with sender and want to get some data from the sender, right? So when the sender will accept that request, it will send an acknowledgement message to the receiver to ensure it that I am going to send data, or I am ready to send data to you. So then sender will send a request message. Sender will send an acknowledgement message. Okay, that I have got your request. Now I am going to make a connection with you. After this message, the sender and receiver will connect by a single connection. Okay, suppose this is a connection line. After this connection line, the sender will start to send the data to the receiver by packet way. First, this is my message. This is my message window. 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. Very beginning, this part will be transmitted first. It will be transmitted here. Then this part will be transmitted. Then this part will be transmitted. Each and every time when the receiver will get the packet of data, it will send an acknowledgement message to the sender that I have received your message. If the receiver will send no no such message to the sender, then the sender will consider that the message is lost in the middle of the way of this communication channel. So then after certain time limit or after certain time, the sender will again retransmit the data packet to the receiver. Suppose it will wait for the 5 seconds for this packet of data. The sender suppose send the data at 250. Okay, so sender now within 5 seconds the receiver will send a acknowledgement message to sender. Okay, suppose it will wait for the 5 seconds or suppose 5 minutes. You can consider as a 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, if it never gets any kind of acknowledgement message from the receiver, then sender will retransmit the same data packet to the receiver. The sender will send same data packet to receiver because it will consider that the packet is lost anywhere in the mid of this transmission line. So now, suppose this the sender has sent the acknowledgement message to the receiver. When the receiver will send the acknowledgement message to the sender, then the sender will send the next data packet to the receiver, and the receiver will collect the whole data packet as a whole information, because as it is getting one by one packets, it will combine them and it will get the whole information as sent by a sender. When the receiver will collect all the data packet from the sender side, then the receiver will send a final acknowledgement message to sender to terminate the connection line between sender and receiver. That means I have got all the information from your side. Now you can terminate this connection within us. When this receiver will terminate the connection, then another receiver will ask for some data transmission to sender. Okay, so there are 3 conditions can happen. What is this? First, the data packet may be lost in the middle of this connection. What will happen? After certain time period, the sender will resend the data packet to receiver. Maybe the connection line is not collision free. Then it can possible that the packet will reach to the receiver after some time, because there is a delay. Okay, just because of this collision is happened, there is some collision happened over the connection line. That's why the packet will not reach to the receiver's side on time. So 2 things happen. The sender will retransmit the data after certain time, because it's not because there is no confirmation of the message acceptance. So at the same time, the data which was lost in some collision period, then it will again retransmit to the receiver side. So the receiver will get the same data for more than one time. It can happen. Next, one thing also can happen. In case of the acknowledgement, suppose receiver sent the acknowledgement message to the sender, but due to the collision or due to the network trafficking, it was not able to reach on time to the sender side. So the sender will never get the acknowledgement message on time. For that reason, there is a timer which will be set for waiting for it will wait for some time to get the message. When it will see that there is no such acknowledgement message or request message or the data packet, it will again retransmit the data after a certain time. So this is the basic concept of the transmission control protocol, where the sender will send the receiver will send a request message for the connection with sender. Then sender will acknowledge or grant the connection, and then sender will send some packet of data to the receiver side. After completion of the data transmission, when the data transmission procedure will be over, then the receiver will again send a request to terminate the data, and sender will grant the termination request, and then both of them will terminate the communication. It's totally a handshaking procedure. Okay, so this is the concept of the TCP rule. There are a set of sessions, and the concept or acknowledgement of received data packet arranges the data packet in proper way, because I am sending this message 011011. I have to, the receiver will check, it will get the data at the same way it was sent to him. So 111, it will get the same data. If it will also check the error message, it will also check flow control, everything will be checked. So the TCP procedure is very much safe. So I think it will help you to understand the whole concept of the TCP. If you have any doubt, next time I will discuss it on class. Thank you.